Hello, my name is Mike Johnson. I'm taking you on an inside and outside video tour of this 2016 Chevrolet Tahoe Police PPV, Police Pursuit Vehicle, four-wheel drive. So this is a Tahoe 4x4 with the full police package, 5-passenger seating, towing package, and four-wheel drive. So it's not the most expensive Tahoe you can buy, but if you buy something like this, other drivers will probably tend to go on good behavior rather than road rage in many cases when they see you around. Of course, it has a push bumper on the front like the police use. It has spotlights, it has some GPS antennas on the roof. You could take all that stuff off if you wanted to, but it does have that. It did have a light bar on the roof, and the previous owner was County of San Luis Obispo in California, which is a beachfront community close to the ocean, not in the mountains so much. It did have emergency lights on it. They are removed. It had emergency light bar, red and blue on top. But San Luis Obispo is pretty good about painting the white parts black before they sell off their vehicles. Tires are good. It's passed a smog check. Looks pretty good. It's ready to drive. So as a used police vehicle, it may not be in as pristine condition as some. This one does have the Chevrolet center console, and it does have power driver seat, fold flat second row seats, but it does not have a third row seat. If you need a third row seat, this is not the car for you. It may have bolt holes built into the vehicle for a third row seat, but it does not have a third row seat at this time. And it does not have third row seat belts either. It's very, very clean. Very good condition. You can open the back window and easy access like so. Key things to note about this one: it does have the running boards, and it's four-wheel drive. Most of these Tahoes are two-wheel drive, but this one is four-wheel drive. Everything seems to be working okay on it. Let's take a peek at the roof. Take a peek at the tires. This has the police steel wheels. Of course, you could change those to some fancy aluminum rims if you wanted to. But in my experience, a lot of the customers that buy these want them in this condition, just like this. Let's see if these searchlights. Now, these searchlights are street legal. Let's see if they work. That one works. It's legal to have two searchlights. What's not legal is to point them at other occupied vehicles when you're driving around. But as a 4x4, you could use these for off-road lights when you're going off-road, if you drive up in the mountains. A lot of people that we see buying these are security guard companies. They still want the searchlights. We see cops buying them for use off-duty. They're already used to these, so they want to have one of their own. We see ex-cops buying these. But we've had a couple customers that said, I don't want the push bars, I don't want the searchlights. So they take those things off and change the rims. But that's what this is. This is an ex-San Luis Obispo County Sheriff's black and white vehicle. It's not black and white anymore. It's painted, nice paint job. This is not a can of paint job. This is a very nice paint job. Probably cost more than $1,000 to get the doors and the roof painted. I already showed you the roof. There are scratches on the back doors. We can take it to a body shop and get those painted too. If you wanted more work done, we would have to get you an estimate from our body shop provider, but it is possible to do that. There's a little bit of scratches on the fenders and the hood. We only had the time to do some polishing on the right side of the hood. We didn't have time to polish on the left side. There's some wax stuck in the scratches on the hood. The cops use their hoods like a desk when they're out pulling you over. All your marijuana and cocaine bundles sit up on the hood and all of that stuff. They pile it up on the hood when they're doing your traffic stops. So the hood could be painted if you need it painted. So Chevy Tahoe still has a V8 engine in it. It's a 5.3 liter, but it's got some tricks up its sleeve. This has what they call cylinder deactivation. So it'll run as a 4-cylinder engine or a 6-cylinder or an 8. So it's a Chevy 468 capable engine. Now General Motors came up with this technology back in the 70s and the 80s. They used to use it on Cadillacs to give Cadillacs better gas mileage. But this is the newest technology that actually deactivates cylinders. That's why these get over 20 miles per gallon on the official EP rating. I think it's like 23 mpg, because they're deactivating cylinders and running as a 4-cylinder most of the time. Like right now, it's probably running as a 4-cylinder engine at idle. So it's using half as much gas as if it might be using if it was an 8-cylinder running at idle. So the gas mileage is pretty good for a big, heavy V8 SUV. Even driving down the freeway, it'll go into 4-cylinder mode. It has cylinder deactivation. Here's a close look at the engine. You can listen to it. Most of what you hear is the fan, the electric fan, because the AC is running inside and it's a very hot 100-degree day. But it's nice and cool inside. Everything is working. Let's go on a little test drive. So there is a little scratch here. This piece of trim could be replaced, or you could do touch up, or just put a piece of Velcro over it and stick something on it. But it does have some scratches on the trim there. If you want that addressed, we can address it for you. Let us know what it's going to take. So if we put it in reverse, we have our backup camera view. I'm going to turn down the AC intensity a little bit. That's your backup camera right there on the dash screen. Now, we can also upgrade this to a Apple CarPlay giant screen navigation system. And here's some pictures of another Tahoe that we did that, which moves the backup camera view to the giant screen. You can actually order it yourself if you want to go on crutchfield.com and order a stereo of your taste and the adapter plates, and it's almost plug and play. So but the current stereo can configure the vehicle. When we did it, it only cost probably about 500 bucks to change to a fancy floating giant 7 or 8 inch screen with Apple CarPlay and touchscreen and Android Auto capabilities that also work with the backup camera. It's a pretty nice setup. So we're test driving. Tahoe has great visibility. One of the reasons why cops like these SUVs instead of the cars is they can look down and see if you buckled your seatbelt, or if you're playing with your phone when you're driving, or doing makeup, stacking up house of cards in your car when you're sitting in traffic, whatever you're doing. A high level perspective. So we're going to accelerate full throttle. That's your engine details. We accelerated up to the 50-mile-an-hour speed limit. No clouds of smoke out the back. Just so you can see the rearview mirror. We're looking backwards. We didn't leave any big clouds of smoke or anything like that. Everything seems to be running pretty good on this one. So we'll make a U-turn here. And then the four-wheel drive switch is right here. Right now we're in two-wheel drive, but it has different modes. It has auto, four-wheel drive high, and four-wheel low. So the transmission, we took this to the Chevy dealer, this one, and we had them do a transmission flush on it. So it has all brand new fluid from the Chevy dealer done on a machine. So all the old fluid was taken out and brand new trans fluid. So hopefully this transmission will last another 100,000 miles. Everything is shifting correctly, and we're not getting any trouble codes or indications of any problems. But we went ahead and changed that for you on a full flush at the Chevy dealer. If you were to take your car into the Chevy dealer and have that done, it's going to cost you about $400 for that service. But it's already been completed for you. So this does have Bluetooth hands-free. You can link your cell phone to the Bluetooth on the radio. It has AM, FM, stereo. We have these cool sun visors that can flip around and telescope out. Electrochromic auto dimming rearview mirror with OnStar is present and working, and all the gauges and everything seem to work. So my name is Mike Johnson. Thank you for watching my video tour of this 2016 Chevy Tahoe Police package. It does have a towing package on it with a 7-pin connector, so you can tow that big trailer, camper, or whatever with the vehicle. See if it's still available. Go to my website, is mybestcar.com, and the company name, if you're going to write a check for it, you're going to pay it to the order of A Buyer's Choice. My name is Mike Johnson. I appreciate you watching my video. If you have questions about this vehicle and it's still available, give me a call, 951-681-2101. Thank you for watching.